Press release of World Spiritual Assembly. A confederation of the Assembly of the World Religious and Spiritual Leaders. Press release dated, October 31 th, 2021. Press release title, The Final Notice for so-called Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Soon King Salman along with his immoral son Mohammed bin Salman will be punished. The current Saudi King Salman bin Abdul Aziz's immoral and incompetent son Mohammed bin Salman is the so-called Crown Prince. He is the gangster of Wahhabi, Salaf movement, also best agent of Israel and America. Recently his ambitious Vision 2030 mission have introduced many destructive changes to holy city of Meccatul Mukarramah and Madinatul Munawwara. As part of his change, it includes establishment of cinema hall along with disco bars and other Western cultured recreational venues in the holy city Mecca and Medina. This is a direct violation of Islamic religious sanctity, sacredness, and dignity of the holy city Meccatul Mukarramah and Madinatul Munawwara. In 1926, the British Empire patronized the current Saudi monarchy to establish the so-called Royal Kingdom of Saudi Arabia in Najd with Abdul Aziz ibn Saud, inhabitant of Najd, whom were desert robbers but became a so-called royal king. Subsequently, they threw out Ottoman Empire from holy city Mecca and Medina and took over the two holy mosques. Since the 1920s, the legacies of Saudi monarchy have established Wahhabi and Salaf ideologies, which had been working against the true Islam. The Grand Mufti of Kingdom Saudi Arabia Abdul Rahman ibn Abdullah al-Ashsheikh along with his forefather Muhammad ibn Abdul Wahhab al-Najdi from Najd, Saudi Arabia is the leader of Salaf and Wahhabi movement. These hypocrites are not just mentally blind but also physically handicapped. The current prince of Saudi monarchy, Mohammed bin Salman, is working ambitiously to bring about a modern change in the name of Vision 2030 to Saudi Arabia under the disguise of bringing a total destruction. How dare he call himself Muslim? He is the so-called Crown Prince. He was directly involved in killing his uncle King Abdullah bin Abdulaziz with poison to make the path for his father Salman bin Abdulaziz to become the next king, and later slowly moving himself to be the crown prince of the Saudi kingdom with an ultimate goal to become the king of Saudi kingdom. His greed to become more powerful led him to imprison many of the Saudi royal family members in the Ritz-Carlton Hotel of Riyadh. He have kidnapped, tortured, and killed so many Saudi royals as well as Bedouin Muslims, those who voiced anything against him. Even a famous Washington Post journalist Jamal Khashoggi was brutally killed by the direct involvement of the Saudi so-called Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and his gangsters. It was also because of Mohammed bin Salman's direct involvement that killed so many Yemenites in the name of war against the Shiite Houthis. Yemen is literally in the brink of famine and drought. He is the direct representative of the Mobia Islam that is destroying the backbone of real Islam, especially the sanctity and dignity of both the Holy Mosque of Mecca and Medina. His so-called ambitious 2030 vision for Saudi kingdom also to become the next king of Saudi Arabia will not ever be successful. His vision 2030 for Saudi kingdom is totally haram and will bring a complete collapse of the Saudi kingdom. His ambitious vision 2030 mission will introduce the consumption of alcohol, which is completely haram in Islam, especially in the sacred land of Holy Kaaba, Mecca, and Holy Prophet's Mosque Masjid-e-Nabawi, Medina. His plan also includes expanding Israeli agenda via establishing a Jewish synagogue in Riyadh. In past there were many tyrant brutal leaders like Pharaoh, King Abraham, and others that led their nation to destruction by the direct punishment of Almighty Allah. Now it is the punishment time for tyrant brutal so-called Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, MBS, along with his godfather Mohammed bin Zayd, MBZ, son of bitch, direct descendant of Mobia. Mohammed bin Salman will face the consequences for the tyranny, oppression towards the Yemenites, and most importantly because of the destruction of the sanctity, sacredness, and dignity of both the Holy Mosque of Meccatul Mukarramah and Madinatul Munawwara. His so-called godfathers from neither Israel nor America can save him from his punishment. Many of the Islam's front forces are ready to kill him. Even many of the Saudi royal family members are angry and waiting for a chance to kill him. The religious and spiritual leaders have warned the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia with the Millennium Prophecy statement to bring about a change to their immoral actions in Yemen, Syria, and Saudi Arabia. The World Spiritual Assembly is again announcing its final warning to King of Saudi monarchy Salman bin Abdul Aziz and his immoral son Mohammed bin Salman to immediately stop his Vision 2030 and its construction project to establish cinema hall, disco bars, and other Western cultured recreational venues that will destroy the sanctity and dignity of the Holy Kaaba and Holy Prophet's Mosque Masjid-e-Nabawi. They must be ready for their punishment to go to grave and ultimately burn in hellfire. All the Muslim countries' rulers, administrators, and fellow spiritual personalities of the Muslim world, especially the secret Sufi masters of Islamic world, to come forward to immediately take action to curb down Mohammed bin Salman's immoral activities and his ambitious 2030 vision, which will bring destruction to the Muslim idol country so-called Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The President of Turkey and OIC, Organization of Islamic Cooperation, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, along with the leaders of the Arab League, are also urged to look into this matter to immediately curb down Mohammed bin Salman and seize the holy city Mecca and Medina from the control of Saudi Kingdom. The current world situation is a direct threat to Islam and true identity of Prophet Muhammad SM as well as his legacy. Therefore it is the utmost duty of OIC and Arab League to work together to uphold the dignity of Prophet Muhammad SM, to pave the way for the arrival of Imam Mahdi, PBUH, and Jesus Christ, PBUH, for the establishment of ultimate peace. The Organization of Islamic Cooperation, OIC, and Arab League should play an effective role to be organizing the Muslim army to work and support for the world peace mission of Imam Mahdi, PBUH, and international security to eliminate all the superpowers along with their superiority and attitude. Final warning to world leaders, heads of states: your time has been over. The Crown Prince of Peace, the great Imam Mahdi, PBUH, and Jesus Christ, PBUH, will lead the humanity to co-create heaven on earth. Picture of King Salman and his son Mohammed bin Salman. Signed and sealed by His Eminency Dr. Hazrat Sheikh Shah Sufi Muhammad Nurul Alam. 43rd, direct descendant from the Prophet of Islam, Hazrat Muhammad SM. President, World Spiritual Assembly, New York, USA.